Yo, what's poppin'? So we're back here for another Wonderfi Technologies breakdown. So let's get into it, right? What is happening, right? So the last video I posted was the bullish thesis on Wonderfi Technologies, and I got into deep details about the different investors in the company, what the company does, and their different lines of business and how they're going to impact the crypto space, and why I thought, it's something to be excited about. And something I highlighted in that video, which I want to correct, because as we all know, the past few weeks in crypto has been wild, especially with the FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried drama, right? So what happened, right? So basically FTX filed for bankruptcy because they were illegally using their customer funds to do a bunch of other bullshit, right? So there's a bunch of fraud and crooked shit going on behind the scenes, and that's what happens when there's no regulation, and there's people out there who could just take advantage of this shit. And this is stuff that we've learned over again, right? This is the past, we'll say 3-4 weeks, maybe a month, right? So this is what we've learned over the past few weeks. Now, in the past video I posted on Wonderfi, I was kind of excited having Sam Bankman-Fried as like an investor because of, how successful all his shit was up until the collapse of FTX. But guess what? I was wrong, right? So it's all good, man. It's like, I didn't start this YouTube channel to try to prove to all you guys like, yo, look, I'm right. Like I'm posting all this shit because this is my journey, man. This is me learning. You guys are watching in real time all the shit that I'm learning. So I'm taking what I'm learning and I'm applying it to myself, right? So am I going to be wrong? Hell yeah, I'm going to be wrong a bunch of times. You could probably watch a bunch of videos about me in the past of where I was wrong. Like, for example, Very, right? There's a bunch of different ones probably that I've been wrong about, but then there's also a bunch of them that I've been right about. So it's this balance of like, how to handle being wrong, right? And honestly, it doesn't faze me at all, man. I roll with the punches, and now we move onward. We get new information and we adjust. And that's how I've been kind of taught as an investor, right? So I had a mentor back in like 2019, 2020 who I followed a lot, and I asked a bunch of questions, and I listened to a lot of their advice when it comes to financial, risk management and how to have an attitude when it comes to the markets, right? Like, this isn't about proving I'm right, man. Trust me. Like, it has nothing to do with that. This is about speculating on assets in a smart way where you're never going to get destroyed. Like, I will never put myself in a financial situation where I'm going to get destroyed. And I'm grateful about that because it's something that I've learned, and I'm going to carry that with me. So as we move on and we learn about Wndr, we're going to start to deep dive more about their financials. And as something that I thought was pretty bullish was Wonderfi posting their proof of reserves. So a lot of the companies that, are exchanges, they're kind of getting forced, like they're being forced to show proof. Like, hey, are you guys able to cover, right? Do you have our customer funds? Where's your cold storage wallet? Like, do you have all the funds you say that you have? And that's the transparency we need moving forward in this industry. And that's why I think Wonderfi Technologies it poses such high opportunity. This company is one of the first regulated crypto companies in the planet. You got to remember that, right? They're a regulated exchange. They have a regulated marketplace. This is done through the Canadian Security Exchange or something like that. So there's a few different bullish things that I think are, people are going to sleep on it, especially because look at what's happened, man. I'm sure there's people who have pretty much been scared shitless out of investing. And that's unfortunate because just because bad shit happens, it doesn't mean that all of the industry is bad, if you see what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be bad players in every industry. if you stick around and you don't give up, you'll be able to find the good players. And when they present themselves at low prices, you'll be there if you were paying attention. And that's what I think is going on with Wonderfi Technologies right now. It's a time in the market where I think maybe the next year, crypto's going to be real quiet. We're not going to have these rumbles of like all-time highs for a while. So this is going to be a different phase of the bear market where you're going to see the new believers, the people who have done the research, paid attention, put in the work. Those are the people who are going to be investing, and those are the people who are going to be rewarded in the long term. So that's how I'm thinking about this crypto space. This isn't a trade. This is a long-term positional opportunity that really doesn't come around often. So I'm going to try to take advantage of this while it's here. And is this a guarantee? Absolutely not. Like, this could bunk to zero. But what I'm trying to get across here is even if it goes to zero, that doesn't matter. Like, we still have many other opportunities in the market. And like, if you diversify yourself properly, like, you should be fine, even if this does go to zero. But what if it doesn't? That small position could turn into an absolutely massive return if you manage your risk wisely. So just to break down quick math, and I'll tell you guys, I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. But this is what it is. I have 7,000 shares of this company right now. It's not a lot because it's at fucking 20 cents. So I don't know. What's the math on that? What's the exact? Like, I literally have 7,050 shares or something like that divided by 0.205. Oh no, sorry, times. Yeah, so what? That's like $1,500. Like, is that really a lot? No, it's nothing, dude. It's nothing. So keep in mind when I'm talking about this company, I'm thinking about holding the bag until it gets to a very large price and gathering as many shares down here as I can for dirt cheap for the potential of it going to a $10, $20 stock in 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? So I'm planning on holding this for a long time. This is my mentality of this trade. I want to be as transparent as possible. And again, none of this is financial advice. If you are paying attention to this and you're thinking, okay, this guy, like, I got to listen to, like, nah, dude, listen. We are not posting this as financial advice. I'm being transparent to show you guys this is what I've learned. And through what I've learned, I'm applying what I've learned for myself, right? Like, am I going to be wrong? Potentially, I could be. But if I'm right, the bag will be phenomenal. So that's the Wonderfi Technologies breakdown from a fundamental perspective. If we're looking at it from a technical perspective, see this volume coming in here at the bottom, right? So look how this big volume coming in, right? This large volume coming in at this price. This is the zone, right? So I've marked out that entire wick, that entire candle. So that's from 16.5 cents to 34 cents. I think this is the zone where we're going to see a bunch of big spikes of volume happening in this zone around this area. Because I think it's not that they're trying to mark the bottom, but this is an area where the price it's a significant price point. And the volume, in my opinion, is telling me that. So I want to see what happens over the next few weeks, months, and years. Will it respect that price? That's why I have that marked out. So we're watching that 16.5 cents, 34 cents. And we'll slowly watch it over time, right? A few good things that I wanted to mention before we end the video here is, go to the Wonderfi website. Look at their investor deck. It's completely updated, right? They've completely taken off of the partnerships that no longer happen with the company, right? For example, the SBF FTX, there's no ties, right? Wonderfi has no ties with FTX or SBF, which is good news. CEO came out on whatever it was, CNBC, talking about how what their plan is to, safely, establish their presence in the crypto space. And I think that if you guys take a little bit more time to listen to that stuff, you'll gain more conviction as I have, because I'm starting to realize a lot more things that this company is trying to do to, progress the safe usage of like the crypto space. So again, started to ramble a little bit there, but it is a decent video, hopefully packed with information that can help you guys, learn and get some info on Wonderfi and crypto. So peace. That's the breakdown.